Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel again. Today in this video, we are going to see another real-time interview question, which is cannot ping to AWS EC2 instance. Okay, so which means that so this is the really important and really essential networking question. Okay, so if any of the instances, if you launch, okay, so if you are not able to ping, is that means that so this that instance is not in so it's not in having a public IP or it's not in a network. Usually what we do in the network is that if you wanted to test, if you want to check whether the particular server is available or not, we used to send the ping packets. Okay, so that will give the acknowledgement, right? So in this case, if somebody is asking you that, hey, I cannot ping to my EC2 instance whichever I created now. Okay, so what do you do? Okay, so in this case, what we can do in this case is that, okay, first of all, we'll see what is ping. Okay, so ping command is the command and utility, okay, that send the request over the network to specified devices to test if it is reachable. All right, so the ping command usually a command line utility, right? So it will send you the packets and then it's trying to get the acknowledgement. Okay, so it's a TCP IP packet. Okay, so ping uses the ICMP packets. Because what is ICMP? Okay, so ICMP is the one of the protocol, okay, which uses the which is used to connect to your devices, right? And its ICMP does not use port numbers. So generally, in any kind of services, if you take, for example, if you take HTTP or if you take SSH or HTTPS or everything uses port numbers, but ICMP packets in ping it doesn't use any port numbers. Okay, so and which means that port number cannot be ping. Okay, so you don't need to be ping to any port number. So if you cannot we cannot check whether the telnet also the telnet is a command utility, whether your port is open it or not. Okay, so even with that one also we cannot we cannot do it. So this is what called ping. So how do you enable how to enable ping in EC2? Okay, so enable ICMP and security group, then ping to the server. Okay, so we are going to see this in a real time scenario that how it's going to be working. Okay, so now I'm going back to my console. This is my EC2 console, right? So I'm going to EC2. Okay, so I'm going to launch one instances. Okay, so I don't have any instances running. I'm going to launch instance. Okay, the instance name is going to be cloud-institution hyphen ping server. Okay, so I'm just using it for ping. All right, so this is what it is. So I'm going to use the key pair, whichever the key pair is already there, Mumbai key pair maybe. All right, so it doesn't matter for me. So I'm going to enable SSH traffic from here. Okay, so I'm enabling only the SSH traffic from here, and then I'm going to use HDB of a hard disk for this. Fair enough. So the instance is getting launched. So this is the instance. It's launched. It's still pending state. Let's refresh it. It should be taking a while, but meanwhile we can just check whether this particular machine's got the IP address or not. Okay, so we got this IP addresses for this is the public IP address, right? So if you're able to connect to this machine, we have to check whether this particular IP is reachable or not. Okay, so for example, you don't have access to AWS console at all. In this case, what you have to do is that if you have only IP address of the machines, then we should be able to ping to this particular server to check whether this particular server is stopped or running. Okay, so most of the times this particular scenario will be used in Ansible, right? So Ansible most of the times use the ping protocol to just ping the server whether it is available or not, then it is used to SSH to the servers. Okay, so that is something which we should be aware of. So now it should be running now. Okay, now it is running. Now I'm going to connect to this machine. Okay, just to check whether this machine is connecting to the SSH or not. Okay, now meanwhile I'm coming back here and ping to this IP address. Okay, so this is the IP address of this machine, so it is not working. So as you can see here, so the ping, I'm able to connect to the server, okay, but I'm not able to ping to this machine. Okay, so as you can see here, the ping request is not working. So now what's happening here is that I'm going to so I'm going to uh, check why this one is not working. So if you can see my browser, I'm able to log in into it. Okay, so everything looks good. I'm able to connect it. It is online, so everything is working fine. But what is the reason why I'm not able to enable the I'm not able to ping to the server. So the reason why is that we need to enable the ICMP package in the security groups. So let's go back to the security group in this one. Let's click on this security group over here and then click on edit inbound tools. So as you can see, so we have enabled only SSH packets from this, right? So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add just search for ICMP, okay, ICMP over here, then custom, then give it to 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so now, okay, so before clicking save, I'm going to do it again to check whether it's working fine or not. Still not working, request timeout. Okay, the moment I enable this, um, so the moment I enable this save rule, okay, so let's go back to here and check whether this is working fine or not. Boom, it's working fine, right? So, so what happens is that so whenever you're launching an instance, the ICMP package, by default is disabled for any to accept any requests. Okay, so for any other systems, by default will be enabled with ICMP packets, but EC2 instance by default disable this ICMP packet for security reasons. The reason being, if you enable ICMP packets from the internet, anybody from any kind of anywhere from the world, they should be able to ping the random request to all the IP addresses, whichever is reachable. They should be able to, try to log in into the server. Okay, in order to avoid these kind of scenarios, they have blocked the ICMP packets. Uh, like and so nobody will be able to ping it. Okay, so this is all about the ICMP packet. So hope you know that what is ICMP packets and how to ping the server to check whether it is reachable or not. Okay, and where we need to enable all this stuff we have seen. Okay, so I hope that you like this video. Okay, if you like this video, then like, comment, share and subscribe. So if you have any questions related to our courses, please reach out to us on this number. Okay, we are happy to help you with this. Okay, thank you so much and see you again in the next video.